Welcome back. The biggest obstacle for WebRTC learners is that most of them think that the WebRTC is a single technology and they will simply read the web APIs and be able to build the WebRTC application. Let me tell you, my dear friends, it's not. Okay, so before you begin to work on the WebRTC, you have to understand you know what WebRTC exactly is, right? So WebRTC is not a single technology. I mean, it is a technology, but it is made up of so many different things. Okay, so many different protocols and technology that you need to first understand. Then only you will be able to understand WebRTC. So WebRTC is an umbrella term. Okay, so in order to understand WebRTC, you will have to understand there is something called as SDP. Okay, then you will need to understand DTLS. Okay, you'll need to understand SCTP. What are these? Then there is something called RTP, then SRTP, RTCP. Know the basics of computer networks and protocols such as UDP, TCP. All right, TLS. Right. So see, here I have mentioned DTLS. Here I have mentioned TLS. Okay. So I will talk about what is DTLS, why do you need it. So all these things, okay, you have to understand in order to understand the WebRTC. Okay, there comes so many different things as well. In the previous tutorial, I spoke about few jargons, right? Signaling, what is signaling, and there will come the terms like stun, then turn, and then you will hear some terms like ICE, interactive connectivity, establishment. Okay, so yeah, we'll talk about all this. So as you can see here, there's so many things involved. Okay, so there's these are individual protocols, and some formatting, some technologies. So all these together, these things make the WebRTC. Okay, so if you go and directly start consuming web APIs, and you start making applications on top of it without understanding all these things and how they're stitched together, you won't be able to understand WebRTC. Okay, so before we begin to understand the WebRTC, we are going to know about these things. But don't worry, as in the series, okay, I'm not going to directly talk about what is SDP and then what is DTLS and all these individual protocols. Not like that. Okay, it will become very difficult for you to understand if I talk about what is this and all this individual stuff, and then tell you how they fit together. Instead, what I will do, I'll start with how a WebRTC is made, what things are needed, and while solving those problems, which protocols gets involved where. Okay, so it will be like, okay, we'll pick up a problem statement, and then we'll try to solve it. Okay, we'll pick a problem and then we'll start solving it, right? This is how actually something gets developed, right? So you have one problem, real world problem, and you want to solve it. And then how you solve it? You use some technology, use existing technology. And if there is something which is not already there, then someone or you invent that thing, and then you fit that new thing into the existing thing, and then you finally solve the problem, right? So yeah, let's start in the next tutorial and go through this problem statement and understand these involvement of all these protocols one by one. Okay, thank you. See you in the next tutorial.